살인은 짐승이 하는 짓이야. 넌 사람이 아니라 짐승의 길을 선택했어. 그 선택에 후회가 없다면 넌 이미 짐승이야.
Who they claim that it's miracles or science, the fact it is the opposite. It's stupidity. Do we have any Muslim? Are you in the ocean? Why there is a noise? Well, it's very hot. Okay, you want me to turn the fan off, huh? You want me to be burned like the lizard they burned Abraham? You know the story about Abraham, right? I mean, when you hear Muhammad telling stories, you ask yourself, I mean, those stories, I mean, how are we adult? Are we kids? Are we you know, are we idiots? How in the world can we believe in such a thing? That the lizard was trying to burn Abraham. And all the animals they tried to put the fire down, except Mr. Lizard. How we can believe in this? When the fire was made to burn Abraham, if a bird he fly from high place, he will be burned, became barbecue right away in as a chicken. And then the lizard, you know, is the one was behind all this flame. Like if you know, if you remember, if you go in the Quran where it says, "Qulna ya naran kuni bardan wa salama," you know, if we go in the Quran, we will find the story here. In chapter 21, verse number 69. You know? So, who in the world is going to believe in this? And in the Quran, you will find something very funny about the Quran. As an example, if you read the verses, Abraham, he says to them, do you worship someone beside Allah? And then, shouldn't you worship someone only like Allah? And then, suddenly, and when they burn him, okay, they told him, let your God protect you. And then he said, Allah said to him, okay, be fire, be cool on him. Okay, and then suddenly, well, the stories changed. What happened? Who are those people? What happened? Where? When? No, nothing. You know? Where does the story happen? What location? Which city? Which town? You read the whole chapter, you find nothing. It's just a stupid thing. And you will find there is no connection between the beginning of the chapters and then the verses after. Suddenly Abraham appear in the story, and suddenly Abraham will be burned. And then Muhammad, he come with the story about the lizard who wanna kill the prophet. And this is why Muhammad, he said, the one who kill a lizard, if you kill him from the first hit, Allah will give you extra versions. He will give you extra reward. You know the reward of Allah. It's about 6 private part women. Right? So, if we go in the hadith, let us see if we can find it. Let me find the reference. Give me a second. Let us search for this. Here we go. Allah apostle ordered that the salamander should be killed and said, i.e., the salamander blow fire on Abraham. This is laundry. This is a priceless laundry. If we go just to search for pictures here, let us search for the what is called salamander. What is salamander? Because some don't maybe know what it is. Salamander. Salamander is little tiny lizard, you know. You can hold it in your hand. It's very tiny. For sure, like this is like this is not the same one in the desert. There's different color usually. It's, you know, it's not a big deal. It's a small tiny animal. Eat insect. You can find it in the wall of your house if you live in a warm area like Indonesia. So how this salamander did try to burn Abraham? You know what I mean? You know, forget about Christian and Jews and Hindus and etc. Okay, let us say you are just a human being trying to find, you know, study something, and then I come to you and say, hey, do you know that yesterday a salamander who was in the size of my finger, he tried to burn me? Now, are you going to believe in what I say? Yeah, this is Mr. Salamander in my window. Right? So this is why we say that the laundry of Muhammad is extremely important. This is all his laundry. This is his poo-poo. This guy, the more he talk, he don't talk, he do poo-poo. All right? So now a person, he want to come to me and say Islam is full of wisdom, science. Okay, let us go with science, no problem. Okay, let us talk about Mr. Salamander. What is this? And not only that, Muhammad, he mentioned that if you kill Mr. Salamander, he's wanted, by the way. All right? If you kill him from the first hit, you have a special reward. Let us see if we can find. Look at this hadith here, just to show you this hadith. A woman entered upon Aisha, and her hand was an iron footed stick. She said, what is this? Which means she said to Aisha. Aisha, she said, it is for those gaigo. Because the Prophet of Allah told us that there was nothing that did not try to extinguish the fire on Abraham except for this animal. Look how disgusting this animal is. And now Aisha, she is waging jihad against this animal who tried to burn Abraham. Do we have any Muslim have any comment? Yeah, Gaigo, yeah, Gaigo. Mr. Gaigo. Gaigo is dangerous. You know, we have to admit. I mean, do you see what he do? Man. And actually, he looked like a dragon, by the way. I mean, look at him. Obviously, he did something to Abraham. And look at this guy. Look at this guy. Obviously, there's something fishy about him. I mean, we cannot really deny that this guy is involved with the trying to burn Abraham. I mean, look at him. He's looking at us. You can tell he's guilty. Can't you? I mean, can you defend him? You cannot. Even if you bring the most, you know, like powerful lawyers, they cannot get him out from this accusation. Obviously, he is dirty. Look here. He is climbing over the cable to cut the cable of the internet of Abraham. This is before the fire. So Abraham will not be able to use WhatsApp and contact the fire department and tell him, hey, I have a fire, come help me. So look at this, unbelievable, this desert. I mean, he was thinking about everything step by step. And it's true story, you know. I mean, this is Muhammad saying so. I mean, come on. Obviously, you know, he planned this thing with his friends. They said together, like, okay, what if he called, like one of the lizard, he said to the other lizard, what if he called the police for us? Huh? The other lizard, he said, hello, and he put his tongue out, like, you know, hello, how we can call? You know, at the time of Abraham, there's no cell phone. There's internet, but there's no cell phone, okay? Yeah, so, true story, brother. So, you know, brother, we cut his cable. This is laundry. This is the laundry of Muhammad. This is why we say it's priceless. Just 2 days ago, we showed you the video of the sheikh who explained how if you go inside the bathroom and you don't say a certain prayer, shaitan, he play with your bum. He go inside your anus and he block it. Laundry. This is priceless. Or the hadith, if you don't say a prayer, shaitan, he will round himself around the private part of the man and he will be doing the women. That's laundry. Priceless. Or Muhammad is speaking about that if a man have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy. If the woman have orgasm first, the baby will be a girl. Will resemble the father or the mother. You know? This is all is laundry, and it's a priceless laundry. I'm so glad that this laundry is still there, dirty. And by the way, this is after cleaning, after many cleaning. Actually, Erdogan, the filthy Erdogan, he made a conference, I think 2 years ago. Every 2 years, I think they have a conference, trying to delete all the hadith, which is supposedly not suitable to be about the Prophet. They're trying to filter more, but it's too late. I mean, they are already there. It's impossible. Not in the age of the internet. They maybe they will be successful if they do that from the time of Uthman, or even maybe 200 years after, 300 years after, but not now. Now it's all over, published everywhere. Do we have any Muslim here have anything to say? How the Prophet, he knew this amazing stuff? How he knew that, you know, if a man have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy? That's amazing, so scientifically true. And by the way, if you don't know, most of Muslim women, they never have orgasm. Actually, even the wife of Muhammad, she never had one. Look at this. The hadith here prove it. Salim, she came to Muhammad, and here you notice what kind of society the society is. A woman, she knocked at your door and she said to you, hey Prophet, yesterday I was masturbating, touching myself. I was dreaming about a man doing boom boom. I mean, what kind of society we are talking about? Look at this. Salim asked the Messenger of Allah about a woman who sees in her dream something like which the man sees. What? What? What is that exactly? Any Muslim will explain to us? So a woman, her name is Salim. She came to the Prophet and she told him that she saw a dream like men they see. And what happened after? There's a water in her vagina. Read it. The messenger said, if she sees that she has this charge, so what we are talking about? What are we talking about? Orgasm. Masturbation. Let's make it simple. Literally masturbation. But, I mean, why I need to ask Muhammad about masturbation? What is that? Okay. And what is the response to Muhammad? He said, if she sees that she has a discharge, then let her perform a bath. Okay, sound nice. Bath where? In the water of Bid'ah. Which one? Anyone remember? You see, this is the garbage. This is the laundry again. Muhammad, he ordered the Muslims to wash themselves with water, have dead dogs, and women blood from period. So when you say the Prophet says, he said to her, wash yourself, take a bath, you ask yourself, wow, that's good. Take a bath, right? But then you will notice that the bath Muhammad he was referring to is taking water from dead dogs. There's a little dirty water like in the size of a jacuzzi, where the Arab of Quraysh, they throw their garbage and their dead dogs, and women, they throw their rags from their menstruation. So Muhammad, he take a shower there. This is the laundry. See, this is literally the laundry. Now, if we go back there about the previous hadith, so then let her perform bath. Salama said, and this is the wife of Muhammad, oh, Messenger of Allah, does it really happen? Well, what does that mean? Does it really happen? She's asking, do the women have this charge? Do you see it? Okay, how a woman, she is married to Muhammad, she doesn't know that women, she have this charge. Any Muslim can tell us? Any Muslim? How the wife of Muhammad, she never heard of a woman she have orgasm. Who is a Muslim can tell us? Anyone? So when we say that Muhammad, he have a sexual problem, it's obvious. You see, whatever Muslim they say about Muhammad, obviously Muhammad, he cannot have sex. I think he cannot have sex. The woman, she's asking, do really such a thing happen? About what? About this charge. He said, yes, the water of the man is thick and white, and the water of the woman is thin and yellow. Okay, so how come Salama, she never heard of the water of the women? She is a woman, she is the wife of Muhammad. Muhammad was doing what in the bedroom? Watching cartoon? Going live like Christian Prince? He have no time for his wives? Anti-ignorance, my friend. If you live in the Middle East, you open the TV, praise be to Allah, praise to be the Muhammad. If you open the radio, it's the same. You go to school, nobody, you know, those things, nobody there to talk about. And actually, they try always to mute those things. I receive many emails from YouTube about the government of Pakistan, Saudi Arabia. They are complaining to YouTube about my videos. So this is how they, you know, and if somebody watched them and he decide how he can leave, they will kill him. I mean, look like you don't have an idea what we are talking about. This is a gang system. This is a mafia. You can't get in, you cannot get out. So in order to get out, you need a revolution to change the system. Like what will happen sooner or later in Iran. I believe Iran, when the regime, the Islamic regime collapse, Islam will collapse for centuries to come. Same as in Turkey. As soon as Erdogan collapsed, Turkey will go back to what it used to be. Actually, Turkey is the same as it used to be. I mean, nightclub, go in Turkey, you know, the woman short there is not even a bikini. Even the bikini is shorter than the short of a Turkish woman is shorter than a bikini. I remember when I was taking class, you know, English class. There was two Turkish women, they come to our class. When the Turkish women, they are there, we have like 40 guys in our classroom. If they are not there, our classroom is not even having 10. All the guys in the school, they come to our classroom when those Turkish girls there, because their short is not even the teacher, he don't look at them because it's shy to look. The teacher is so shy, he can't even look like the guy, he don't know what to do. He put his head everywhere, trying to avoid looking at them, because their clothes, it's not even going to the beach. You know, I wish it's for the beach. I mean, it's like very embarrassing. And then when they ask him questions, you can tell. I mean, those. But I'm not saying all Turkish women are the same. But I'm saying in Turkey, where is Islam? Erdogan, he recited the Quran. Now he's trying to make Hagia Sophia a mosque. Yeah, try make it. You know, we will have it back. Don't worry, sooner or later. So the appearance in the front, they fight for Islam, they defend Islam, they try to enforce Islam, but Islam is gone. Islam already is a history. All those who claim that they are defending Islam, as an example, Egypt. In Egypt, there's a lot of Muslims are crazy to defend Islam. but not even a single one of them he practiced Islam. To practice Islam, you have to stop TV, acting, music, practice Sharia law, cutting hands, stoning women. So where is that on you? Nothing. So they speak about Islam, but nobody want to practice Islam. No problem. See, when they campaign not to watch my videos, more people come and watch my videos. Like, you know, like now we have, because this is the wrong time for me, this is not the normal time, that's why I don't have too many, about 670 people right now, not too many. But this video, you take it, you post it in an Indonesian channel, and after one day you will have 20,000 people saw it. So they try to fight me, it worked the opposite way. Ya'juj wa Ma'juj. Well, today we are talking about the laundry of Muhammad, but as long as you mention Ya'juj wa Ma'juj, no problem, we can talk a little bit about it. Another stupidity of Muhammad. You see, Ya'juj wa Ma'juj, those are, Muhammad always is a thief. He takes stories from other people, but he add to it. He add, and mostly he takes stories from people who add many things to it. It's like, you know, gossip, you know the gossip? So let us say, today I have a fire in my house. I was using the matches and I burned a paper. I tell it to you. Then the guy, he go out and he says, Christian Prince, he burned a box, but I told him I burned a paper. Then you take it and you take it to other person, he says he burned his car. And then the other person, so Muhammad, obviously he carries stories from stories, and because he is a fraud, whatever story he hear, he put them in his books. So according to Muhammad, there is a group of people, they are called Gog and Magog. And in his time, Muhammad, he claimed that Gog and Magog, they are going to be there soon, they are coming out. What this is about? If you remember in the Quran, in the chapter of the cave, where the people of Gog and Magog, by the way, we call them people, but they are not a human. Gog and Magog, they are creatures. They have a funny look. Their right ear is so big, they sleep inside it. Each one of them, he can have 6 until he can have 1,000 baby. All right. So the percentage of Gog and Magog to us as a human is 1 to 1,000. So if we are 7 billion right now, that's mean Gog and Magog already 7 trillion. You know, I'm not sure if I'm correct with the numbers. It's 1 to 1,000. So if we are every 1 billion, you have to make it 1,000 more. So Muhammad, he come with those stories, and those stories are very funny and stupid. And if you remember in the Quran, where Zulqarnain, after he found where the sun set in the dirty water, which another pupu of Muhammad, they told him that there is people who they are called Gog and Magog, and they need a solution to stop them from killing them. Chapter 18, verse number 94. So they told him, can you build a dam for us, between us and them? And then Zulqarnain, the man with the 2 horns, even the name is horrible, he built a dam between them. He said, bring me a block of iron, and you know, he filled the space between the 2 mountains, and that's it. Supposedly those people, they cannot go through. And right now, every day, those Gog, Magog, they are digging in the wall trying to get it through. All right. And then what happened? Each time they finish their job before the sun set in murky water, as the verse says, as you know, they forget to say when they dig, inshallah. So when they leave, Allah, he make the wall as it was before, so they cannot get in. If you don't believe in Muslims, you can read this story in the Hadith. In the Hadith, your Prophet, he mentioned how Gog and Magog, they keep digging, and the problem is each time they dig, they forget to say before they start, inshallah, or at the end, inshallah, tomorrow they will come back. So their work will work, you know, will happen. If you remember when I spoke to Mimi Susu Hijab, I asked him, why you did not say inshallah? Many people thought like, what a big deal. For Muslims, this is a big deal, as you see. You cannot be a Muslim, you don't say inshallah. So according to Muhammad, Gog and Magog, they keep digging every day to see if we can find the story. See here it says 1,000 from them, one of you. See, this is the ratio between or the average, sorry, between the ratio between them, between the human and the Gog and Magog, 1,000 to 1 from us. Let us see. Let me take the screen off so I don't hurt your eyes when I'm looking. I'm trying to find the hadith. Let us see here. Hilarious stories. Islam perfectly made by a fool for the fool. I like to find a hadith as long as we mention it because it's very funny and very stupid. So simply the story that each time they dig, when they finish, before they come back in the second day, they forget to say inshallah, and this is how Allah he fixed it. He fixed that hole they made. So when they come in the morning, they found it closed already, as a penalty for them for not saying inshallah. Actually, I found this hadith. Let me show you this one for now. The Messenger of Allah woke up red. His face is red. And this is a proof that Muhammad was a white man. And said, La ilaha illallah. O we to the Arab, from an evil has drawn nigh. Today a hole has been opened in the barrier of Gog and Magog. And he gestured to indicate the size of the hole. So Muhammad, he's claiming that Gog and Magog already coming out in his time, this prophecy, saying, oh, to the Arab, you see, the Muslims at that time is only the Arab. But this was 1400 years ago, and it's still until now, nothing happened. All right? Let me just see. Yeah, I think now we will find it. I hate to mention something without giving reference, because as you know, we show reference in the screen, and yet the Muslims, they say he's lying. So what if about we don't show it? This is the reference. It's Sahih. This is from Jami' al-Tirmidhi. It says here that, you know, in that day, those people of Gog and Magog, they keep digging until they, you know, the night come, and then their leader says, go back so you can penetrate in it tomorrow. Penetrate where? In the wall which is built by the man with the two horns, the Prophet of Allah, the one who found the sun set in the murky water. And then he mentioned that if Allah wills. When he mentioned if Allah will, they will find the hole left as they left it, which means all the time they were digging. Each time they dig, so they go back in the second day and they found that the hole is fixed. Allah he fixed it. Why? Because they are not saying inshallah, if Allah wills. But when one day their leader, he remembered to say that word, and then when they come back, they will find the hole in the dam is not fixed, so they can go through. Now, who in the world want to believe in such a garbage? It's just about saying inshallah. You know what I mean? And then they will go and they will start attacking the Muslims and the Arabs specifically. And not only that, they will attack Mecca, and then the Arab, they will use the arrows of those Gog and Magog, and they make fire from it for 7 years. Arrows. Is that enough to prove that Muhammad is a false prophet? Is it? Because you see, a Muslim can say it's a missile, but it says they will make wood for fire from it for 7 years. Arabic Christian use the word Allah. Very simple answer. They are Arabic Christian, right? They are under the control of the Muslims for 1400 years. As simple as that. Before that time, nobody used that word. So they have a false translation in Arabic using the word Allah. This is a false translation. Every time the word Allah appear in Arabic Bible translation or Indonesian translation, that word either should be replaced by the word Lord or Yahweh if it says Yahweh. This is a false translation. Very simple. There is no need for explanation. I can make now translation, and instead of saying Yahweh, I say Buddha. That doesn't make it right. Right? It's a translation. And those, because they live under Islamic occupation and authority, they use the word Allah to taqiyya, you know, which is hypocrisy. False. They should not do it. In Malaysia, as an example, the court, the Muslims, they were upset that the Christians are using the word Allah, and they are right. The Muslim there, they were upset that churches there, they are using the word Allah. And the Muslim, they said, but this is Allah, is the name of our God. What do you have to do with it? And they are right. They are not right about stopping you from using it. I mean, none of your business. People should be free. But they are right that this is really the name of their God. Have nothing to do with you as a Christian. So they made a court order that a Christian are not allowed to use the word Allah in their Bible or in their churches. And I support that. But you might ask yourself, why the Muhammadan, they made this case? Simply, a lot of Muslims are leaving Islam. And they ask themselves why they are leaving Islam. Maybe because they are using the same word for the God. So that make it easier for a Muslim to accept Christianity. For a Christian in Arabic, he say Allah. And a Muslim who is from Pakistan, he say Allah. So now if a Christian say to him, worship Allah, the Muslim, he will not find it strange for him to worship. Even though the Christian, he don't mean the God of Muhammad, he mean Jesus the Christ. Right? Allah is also used other Christians as God. How is it? Where is that? What do you mean? What do you mean Allah is also used other Christians as God? I just told you, anyone who use it, those who use it is people who live under the Islamic authority. Even if you go abroad, you live all your life in the Middle East or Indonesia, you learn to call him Allah, so it became part of your culture. But this is wrong. Again, the one who is saying can we have the link, my friend, just type in Google the same title you see. Anything you see on the screen, you can type it, you will find the reference. All right? No, Muslim is not about confuse. It's about how we can stop Christians from converting Muslims out of Islam. This is the whole story. If I am a king in a Christian kingdom, I will make a law that anyone who used the word Allah, he is not considered to be Christian. Let us say announcement, not Allah. I will speak my opinion as a king. If you say that you worship Allah, you are either you mean the God of Muhammad, or you don't mean him. The Christian will say, I don't mean Muhammad God, I mean Jesus. So why you use the word Allah? Jesus have a name. Use the correct name of Christ. Right? You know, if you grow up in a society and they are practicing something wrong, regardless if they are Christian or Muslims, why would not follow blindly, you know, what is wrong? Right? What about priests who help Muslims to write the Quran? This is not a priest. You see, Waraq ibn Nawfal is not really a priest. The Muslims, they say he's a priest. This is a guy who believes in a cult. You know, he joined the Nasara. Priest for who? We don't know. Where is the church? We don't know. We don't know. And what? So what if he's a priest or not? I mean, isn't it? There is people who they. There's people right now as we speak. They fight Christianity and they claim to be Christians. There's a priest who they are child molester like Muhammad. Correct? Priest, it can be the devil himself coming as a priest. Jesus said, you know, be aware of false teachers who will come to you in the clothes of a sheep, but they are wolves. So for us, we don't care who is a priest or is not. If somebody he is a pope or he is a bishop or patriarch, he is from Protestant or Orthodox or Catholic, we don't care what church you go to. The Messiah said, from their fruit you shall know them. The second you support the filthy Muhammad, you are a person belong to the filthy Muhammad. Obviously, you are an Antichrist. The Bible says it clearly. Who is the Antichrist? Is the one who denies the Father and the Son. So when there is somebody, he's a priest, he say Muhammad is a good guy, and he worship the God of Abraham, obviously, he is teaching script or manuscript, which is not in the Bible, which is from other book. And the Bible cursed those who bring other script other than this. All right? No, we should not mention the word Allah mean Jesus at all. You should not mention the word Allah at all. Why you want to mention it? Don't mention it, man. All right? Yeah, there's a lot of people, they are fraud. You know, don't be misguided by titles like priest or rabbi. There are a lot of people doing business. If right now a Christian prince, he instead of writing books, you see, I'm giving my books for free. Almost my income from the books almost is zero, because almost my books is for free, and you know. But if I write my books and my book saying Muhammad is a great prophet, can you imagine how much support I will get? How much Muslims they will support me? And Arab Christians exposing all the other Christians. Read his book. Christian Prince made a book, says the 10 influence people in the world. Number 1 is Muhammad. You know, then you will get all the devil support. When you are against the devil, the support is little. Like right now, I have a Patreon, right? Maybe many of you do not know that maybe 90% of people in Patreon, they are just signing names. They are not really donating. There's very few people who support and help by donation. But if I am a Muslim, a Muhammadan, and I give all this time, which is all my time, to fight against, let us say, instead of fighting against Islam, I fight against Christianity. Can you imagine how much support I will get? The devil always support the evil one. And the more you fight the devil, the more you will suffer. Look at Sam Shamoun. Sam Shamoun, he don't even have a house. Poor guy. This guy, he don't deserve that. All the work he did, he don't get support. David Wood, I mean, maybe now he is doing better. So you will see that those who fight the devil, everything go around him. If this guy now, Sam Shamoun, he want to apply for a job, who want to give him a job? Nobody. People will be worried about having him in their company. How he will make living? Who is going to support him? So not only he have to worry about his safety, his security, his family, and now even money he don't have in his pocket. Why? Because he is fighting the devil Muhammad. And the same for the rest of us. However, at the end of the day, we are victorious. They can do as much as they can, as much as they wish. The truth will prevail. They have the support of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Emirat, Bahrain, money like rain. We are talking about billions when we got nothing. Literally, we got nothing. Who is going to support us? Which is a Christian organization is supporting us? Nobody. Actually, when I go to a Christian church to do a seminar, they have to make a presentation to explain why this guy is here. Because Christians, sadly, they don't like you to talk about Islam. They say to you, this is hatred. What? This is hatred. You are dividing people. Actually, I remember once in the Philippines, I was meeting with Senator Catayano, and then after the meeting, he is the foreign minister. So I met with him, and I asked him a question too. Like we have a meeting, private meeting, and we have a question which is a public question. After I finished, I made a presentation with him. There's a guy from Canada. He's blonde, blue eyes. He said to me, so what do you do exactly? And he was speaking to me in like as if he's disgusted. So what do you mean? Is it like, I know I saw you, like, you sound like you are supposed to be an expert in Islam and everybody was listening to you, but I don't know, like, so what do you do exactly? I said, you just say it, I teach about Islam. He said, so you are the kind of people who divide people. I said, why am I dividing people? Look at this idiot. Because I'm quoting the Quran, showing the senator, explaining to him that the peace agreement with the Muslims in the Philippines should not accept any form of Sharia law, and why they should not accept that. According to this donkey, who supposedly, again, see, I was just talking about priest, right? He's a minister in they call it Mennonite church, something like that. And then after he left, after I got him, I smoked him, literally. I searched his name in Facebook and I found his page. This guy in his page, I made a video about it, if you remember. This guy in his page, he keep posting Prophet Muhammad, a quotation of peace of Prophet Muhammad. Amazing wisdom of a Prophet Muhammad. I mean, look at this filthy coward. He is a Christian, supposedly minister, going to the Philippines as a missionary to teach Christianity. But look what he do. He is promoting Islam. Between who? Between the poor Christians who trusted him because he is the white man. Never listen to them. You see, we have a problem in Asia that if you are a white man, they think you are a big deal. I mean, for sure, you must be, you know what you are talking about if you are a white man. All people from Indonesia, I mean, I don't know about Indonesia, but Philippines, they knew what I'm talking about. They look at white man as something special. But this guy is an idiot. So what if he's a white man? White or black or Asian, doesn't matter. From their fruit you shall know them, my friend, not from their color. So I made videos for him. I spanked him hardly. I tortured him. And the coward, or what he do, he just delete my videos from his page. And then his church, from having, he used to have like 70, 75. After all this work, his church get empty. So, you know, we have to be careful. Not everyone say to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father. There's many people, they claim to be priest, they claim to be bishop, but they are fraud. They are fraud. Anyone who teach something against the teaching of the Bible is a fraud. And the Bible is so clear. Anyone deny the Father, the Son, he is Antichrist. Muhammad, according to the Bible, is the liar and the Antichrist. Now, there's the Antichrist and Antichrist. We can say Muhammad, at least he's an Antichrist. So if a priest, he come to you and say, oh no, Muhammad worship the same God, obviously he is not a priest of Christ. He is a priest of the devil, for the Bible is so clear. And there is something always you need to remember. When the followers of Islam, they start praising a person who is a Christian, that means this Christian is not Christian. They will never praise you for being Christian. Remember, they make fun of us for following Jesus, right? Following Jesus, if you are a follower of Jesus, they have a duty to fight you, to humiliate you, to spit on you. So how come suddenly they are saying you are wonderful? Obviously there's something wrong about you. Do you understand? If Muslims ever start saying, Christian Prince, you are wonderful, you should not listen to me anymore. Never. Because that will not happen unless I became extremely corrupt. Do you understand me? The second they praise anyone who is a Christian, it means he is no Christian. He is a fraud. The devil will not say good words about you unless you are a fraud. And the Bible says clearly, who is the one against God? Right?